Hello everyone and welcome to today's Katie story time. Today's story is called The Adventures of Bubble Boy, how he saved the kids' rubber duckies just in time for bath time. How wonderful. And the author of this story, Stephen Czerniejewski, thank you so much to Stephen for letting us, giving us permission to read your wonderful story, is the inspiration behind this Bubble Boy story. So my first question is, do you have any rubber duckies at home? So do you enjoy playing with rubber ducks in the bath? They are lots of fun, aren't they? Now, before we start The Adventures of Bubble Boy, we have to look at the blurb. So let's have a look at what it tells us about the story. It says, just imagine after a long day of school, you are looking forward to taking a bath after dinner. But once you get everything ready, you realise that your rubber duckies have all gone missing. What do you do? You will find out in The Adventures of Bubble Boy, a superhero story about how Bubble Boy saves the kids' rubber duckies just in time for bath time. Join Emma, Jackson and Oliver as they embark on an adventure to save their rubber duckies in addition to all the other kids' bath time buddies. And then the next part of the blurb is from the author Stephen, and he says, my inspiration for this book came from my rubber ducky collection. They are my favourite toys since I was little and I still play with rubber duckies in the bathtub. They also make me feel happy. I love rubber duckies because there are so many different ones. They also make a squeaky sound and I love to squeeze them to make them squeak. So I thought I would share my love for rubber duckies with you in this book. I hope you enjoy it. Well, I think we're going to, Stephen. Thank you very much. So, are we ready for the adventures of Bubble Boy? Let's dive in. Here we go. The Moore family, Mum, Dad, Emma, Jackson and Oliver were having a meal together around the dining table and discussing their day. After dinner, Mum told the kids, it's time for your baths. Get your jammies and pick out your rubber duckies to play with in the tub. Yay, I love baths, Jackson yelled. The kids ran with excitement to prepare for their baths and picked out their duckies. Jackson picked out a very squeaky yellow ducky and a blue one. Oliver chose some yellow ones along with his personal rubber ducky. Emma and Oliver also got their pink ducky and their rubber frog with a super loud squeaker. Afterward, Emma and Jackson took their baths with their rubber duckies, and then Oliver took his bath. After their baths, they brushed their teeth and read a bedtime story before going to sleep. The next morning, while everyone was at school, a villain named Stinky Man was hatching a foul plot. Oh, goodness. And you can see how stinky he is with all these clouds around him. Oh no. Stinky Man hated taking baths because he didn't have any rubber duckies to play with in the tub. So he decided to steal every single rubber ducky in the city. Oh no, that's not very kind, is it, of Stinky Man? I must take a bath. I can't stand the stink anymore, but I won't until I have all the rubber duckies in the city. I will show them how it feels to not have a rubber ducky to play with, Stinky Man said with a laugh. Quickly, before everyone got home from school, Stinky Man took every single rubber ducky in the city, then returned to his lair. After school, Emma, Jackson and Oliver got into their mum's car and headed home, listening to the radio as they went. Suddenly, the music stopped. And it said on the radio, this is a breaking news update. Police have reported that all of the rubber duckies in the metro area have gone missing. Many kids look forward to playing with their rubber duckies at bath time. Let's hope that they'll have them back in by tonight. Now, back to the music. The kids were upset. Oliver asked, Mum, how about my personal rubber ducky? Is it gone too? Maybe. We'll find out once we get home. When they arrived at the house, they noticed that someone had been inside. Mum went in to make sure that everything was fine. After she looked around, she said, it's okay, but the news was right. Your duckies are gone, even Oliver's ducky, and the bathroom is a huge mess. But right now, I want you to get started on your homework while I cook dinner. Okay, Mum, said Emma and Jackson. The kids started to go upstairs when they heard the doorbell ring. Walking to the door, they saw a car shaped like a bathtub in the driveway. Jackson opened the door to see a boy wearing a cape with bubbles floating around him, and a rubber ducky symbol on his chest with gladiator sandals on his feet. Hi, I'm Bubble Boy. I'm here because I know you don't have any rubber duckies right now. Yes, we heard about it on the radio. Do you know who took them? Jackson asked. Yes, it was Stinky Man. He took them all, and I know you need them to take a bath. So come on, let's save the day. After Mum gave them permission to go with Bubble Boy, the kids suited up, becoming the clean team with Emma as Supersonic Soap, Jackson as Sponge Man, and Oliver as Squeaky Ducky. They drove the Bathmobile to Stinky Man's lair. Once there, they snuck inside by crawling into the air ducts. They found Stinky Man taking a bath with the duckies and singing in the bathtub. When he was done and had left the bathroom, Bubble Boy said, "Okay team, me and Squeaky Ducky will gather the duckies in his tub. Supersonic Soap and Sponge Man find all the other rubber duckies and grab them. Then we will meet up and return all the duckies." "Okay," said Supersonic Soap. Leaving Bubble Boy and Squeaky Ducky to gather the duckies in Stinky Man's tub, Supersonic Soap and Sponge Man searched for the kids' rubber duckies. When they found them, they went to work gathering all the duckies. But before they finished, Stinky Man saw them. Oh no. "You can't take the duckies, I need them for bath time," yelled Stinky Man. "These aren't yours, they belong to the kids in the city. Some kids can't take a bath without their duckies. If you need a rubber ducky, you should buy your own," said Supersonic Soap. "Never!" Stinky Man yelled and started a fight. Supersonic Soap and Sponge Man fought Stinky Man. Bubble Boy and Squeaky Ducky soon came to help them. Then Bubble Boy tried talking to Stinky Man. "If I give you one of my duckies, will you return the kids' rubber duckies?" Stinky Man paused and then said, "Yes, I would like that. Thank you, Bubble Boy. I'm so sorry for taking away from their bath time fun. I will let you have the duckies back and I'll have a rubber ducky for my own." "You're welcome, Stinky Man," said Bubble Boy, giving Stinky Man one of his rubber duckies. Bubble Boy and the clean team gathered all the duckies and put them in the Bathmobile. They went back to the city and returned all the duckies just in time for bath time. Bubble Boy took Emma, Jackson and Oliver home and gave each of them a rubber ducky. As they said their final goodbyes, Emma said, "Thank you so much for saving our rubber duckies. I will remember this night forever." "You're welcome. Have a good time with your duckies and I hope I will see you again soon." The Moore family sat down to eat dinner together. When they were finished, the kids took their baths with their duckies, happy to have them back. After their baths, they got ready for bed and read a story before going to sleep. That night, everyone in the city slept peacefully thanks to Bubble Boy and the clean team returning the rubber duckies just in time for bath time. The end. Wow, it was very tense for a moment there, wasn't it? He stole all of the city's rubber duckies, my goodness me. But it was so nice that Bubble Boy was so kind to him. He gave him one of his, and so they returned them all. So thank goodness that Bubble Boy was there. And of course the clean team, they helped him as well, didn't they? So thank you so much to Stephen Czerniejewski for letting us read his wonderful bubbly story about his rubber duckies. I have got a special author's note that I'd like to read to you as well. So Stephen sent me this so I could read it for you all. After I'd finished the story. It says, "Hi kids, thank you for watching this video and reading The Adventures of Bubble Boy. Let me share a little about myself. I am a 28-year-old with CP, which means cerebral palsy, a disability that makes it hard for me to walk or speak clearly. But guess what? I drafted this entire story with my toes, all by myself. Isn't that wonderful? I love rubber duckies. Ever since hearing Ernie's Rubber Ducky song and watching VeggieTales' King George and the Ducky, they've been a special part of my life. Because cerebral palsy can cause delays in development, I didn't start loving rubber duckies until 4th to 5th grade. But once I did, I never stopped. I love their squeaky sound and how much fun they bring to bath time. And guess what? Rubber duckies are more popular than ever. Even today, kids and adults collect them and take them on adventures. I played with rubber duckies when I was younger, but in high school I stopped because I didn't want to get picked on. Then in 2016 I spent time in the hospital and realised something important. Life is too short to stop doing what makes you happy. So I started playing with rubber duckies again and even ordered a brand new set. Now I play with them in the tub just like I used to. Many of you love playing with rubber duckies too, and you might wonder, why do adults play with them? Well, everyone deserves something special in their life. As a Catholic and Christian, I find comfort in my faith, and I remember Paul's words. Do not worry about anything, but pray and ask God for everything you need, and when you pray, always give thanks. Even though God tells us not to worry, guess what, kids? He also gives us comfort, not just in Him, but in the little things that bring us joy. Maybe you have a favourite stuffed animal you cuddle up with at night, or a special toy you always carry with you. These things make us feel happy and safe, just like rubber duckies do for me. I wrote this book because some of you love bath time, while others don't. I get it. My brothers and I used to argue over who got to go first, but we had fun toys, including rubber duckies, and I still have some of my old ones today. If bath time is hard for you, maybe a rubber ducky could make it more fun. Remember when Stinky Man took all the rubber duckies? He never had one of his own, but he realised kids needed them more than he did. So after watching this video, maybe you can take a bath with your rubber duckies and have a bath time adventure of your own. He says, thank you, Katie, for sharing this book with the world, not only to help kids with their struggles with bathing, but also to reach more kids, educators and churches. God bless you and stay squeaky clean. From Stephen. Isn't that wonderful? So thank you so much, Stephen, for taking the time to write us that lovely letter. And thank you so much for watching this wonderful story, The Adventures of Bubble Boy. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like any follow-up activities based on the story, and maybe you want some more rubber ducky fun, then please do let me know. But I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of the day, and I hope this has inspired you to get out your rubber duckies for bath time a bit later on. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you again for another Katie story time. Bye-bye.